So I'm going to show you how to make an Agamograph. What you need is 2 pictures of your choice, and they have to be the same size, okay? So that's the most important thing. And then you'll also need a bigger sheet of paper that both of them will fit onto. So I'll have this sheet right here. We'll also need a pencil, a pair of scissors, and a ruler. Now, to make your Agamograph, after you have your images, and they can either be a contrast or something that's similar, but we're going to make it kind of change throughout. One of the easier way to do Agamograph is if you fold it. So let's say my image was facing this way. I don't want to fold this one, but I'm just going to show you an example paper. If I am to fold it, just keep it even, right? So I'm folding it the same direction that I'm going to cut my image. So if this image is going to be cut this way, kind of up and down, I'm going to fold my line up and down. So I fold in half. I fold in half again. So that means I will have 4 pieces. And the key is try to make it as even as possible. And fold it in half another time. And that will roughly be 8 rectangles. Like that. And you'll have to do this for both of your image. But when you have it, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strips that we're going to cut. All right, so that's one way to divide your Agamograph. All right, the other way to divide your Agamograph is to do it with a ruler and measure every inch apart. So make sure you measure how far apart the whole thing is. So this is 8 inches. So I'm going to divide it to 8 little segments. So every time there's an inch, I'm going to mark it with my pencil. So there's 8 up there. I have to make sure I'm using the same measurement down here. So see how this is off right now? I gotta make sure it's aligned with the ruler, starting at 0. Make sure it goes to 8, and then measure every inch. Now, this only works if you have an even number of inches. If not, I recommend just folding it. That way, you don't have to worry about this part. But anyway, then we're going to take our lines. Right. What I like to do is I like to make sure that it's touching the pencil, so I know that it's right on the line before I make my line. All right, so we can do this 7 times. Once you have this one, we're going to do the exact same thing on this one. All right. Once you have these 2, we're going to cut it out. You know, if you don't want to ever get confused about your order, you can always label it. You'll see that this one right here is actually A1 because it's the first one, because we're doing it backwards. A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, 7, A8. And that means this one is going to be our second one. B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6, B7, B8. All right, now we can continue cutting it out. All right, now I'm just going to move this to the side, to the top, and make sure that they stay in order. I'm going to take my big piece of paper now and a glue stick or liquid glue. You want to start with A1, so we got to go in order, all right? So it's really important to stay in order. All right, so once you have that first A1 glued on, you're going to move on to B1. So we're just going to add a layer of glue and attach it right next to it. Now you can always pre-fold your paper too, but I find it's easier to glue it on this way, and then if we need to adjust a little bit on our folding, it's okay. But they should be the same size. And then move on to A2. B2. A3. B3. There you go. Now, if you have any extra pieces, you can trim it off, top, bottom, side, whatever it is. We can cut it off with a pair of scissors. All right, the last thing we need to do is fold this up so that way you have your Agamograph. So every time there is a line that changes, you're going to fold it like it is a accordion. So fold it that way, kind of like up and down, okay? Fold it this way. They should all be the same size. Alright, like that. And then you can decide on how far you want it to go. And we'll get color construction paper to glue it on afterwards. And then cut it to size. But what you want to do is when we hang it on the wall, you should have a changing image like that. All right, there you guys go. Now, I got some question about how do we mount this on construction paper so we can display it. And so what you want to do is, I did fold it the other way. I want this part to be facing down so it's easier glue. So what you want to do is get a big construction paper and kind of decide on how wide you want it to be expand. Make sure that it's spaced evenly. All right, kind of like that. And then we're going to flip it around. You are going to need liquid glue for this. And very carefully, we are going to attach a thin layer of glue on each of the ridge that's going up. So that way it'll be touching your paper. So just thin. Not every little piece needs to be covered in glue. I want you to focus on the top and bottom though. Make sure there's some glue there. And then the last little bits, the first and last one. A little glue, skip a little space. Right, so now we are going to evenly distribute the accordion look, leaving a little space on, I like leaving a little space on the left side and a little bit of space on the right. We can always cut it, but make sure it's evenly spaced as possible. Like that. And then we're just going to let it dry and then trim the extra at the end. And then you'll have a Agamograph ready to be on display. Right, so we're just going to cut this off later once this dries up.